Good morning, everyone. All right, I am freshly caffeinated. I recently introed this video already and I was falling asleep on the train. It was not a good idea. I need to start my videos with a double shot espresso every single time. So now, me being awake, as you can tell in this corner right here, that is the CN Tower. We are downtown Toronto. So the plan for today, I don't actually have a lot of time here. I'm staying an hour up north and I'm meeting my friend Alex to go watch a movie. So I don't have a lot of time, and what my plan is to essentially walk around, kind of show you a little bit of the old hunting grounds of my previous photography, show you guys Toronto a little bit, which is going to be really cool. I've just had a coffee, so that was already one very important priority on my agenda to tick off. My main goal today to being downtown is to go to the camera store. I used to work at this camera store and I am wondering, firstly, if any of my old colleagues still work there. Now, the reason why I want to go to a camera store is actually to surprise Alex. Now, he doesn't know it yet, but I want to buy him a camera, a vlogging camera specifically. Now, he's invested a lot of his time, energy, and knowledge into me, into this channel, but also he's a great friend and I don't get to see him all the time and I miss out on all his birthdays. I'm gonna surprise him later tonight, so at the end of this vlog you'll see his reaction. So that's the plan today. This building's really cool. It's a really cool building. Actually, you know what? I need to get my camera out and start taking photos because my brain is now gonna start darting around and this is a photo that I do want to take. So, welcome to Toronto. First and foremost, I want to take a photo of this building because it is very gold and very beautiful. It's not a great photo, but I think we just need to warm up a little bit first, to be honest. I do have an idea for that CN Tower shot. Now, in typical Julio fashion, I am going to get sidetracked by literally every single photo that I see and we will run out of time. So where we currently are, it's called Union Station. It's exactly like a Grand Central Station. It connects to all the train lines to outer Toronto as well, and that's basically where I've come. So I need to be back here soon, but this place is magnificent because it's right underneath the CN Tower as well, so you get a really cool shot. Now, this is the first time where I have a wide angle lens, so I'm gonna try and get a different photo that I've never taken before here. The weather conditions aren't that great, so what I said previously on the train, you know, pre-caffeinated me. So, I woke up today, it was thunderstorming. It was raining hard. Everything is wet outside right now. Yet you look outside and there is not a single drop in the sky. So train thoughts. It's really keen for rainy photography. Call me insane, because why would you go out in the rain? But I'm a photographer, so you kind of can't help it. I really like the rain and I'm kind of a little bit bummed, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit bummed. Now, the original plan for today was actually to come downtown to help Alex film a video for his channel, but it got cancelled because of the rain. Now, obviously, it's not raining. However, considering I don't have any rain apparel, I'm very glad it isn't. So let's go take this photo. I'm actually pretty happy with that. It actually looks pretty cool. And there's a mini DJ stage. Let's see if we can get another shot. I like it. It's not too bad. So I was thinking on the way here as well that I'll have a few of a checklist items of photos that I do want to take. One of it is the CN Tower and all its different angles. What I love about Toronto when I used to live here is that every single time you walk down any sort of street, you can see the CN Tower. Now the sad thing is that 4 years ago, the city was completely different. So all the photos that I took of the CN Tower, those old like little vantage spots in between buildings and such, they're all gone now. I've noticed that they've been building new buildings where I used to take photos of the CN Tower. They don't exist anymore. You actually can't take that photo. So one funny story, I was here, literally this intersection right here, and oh, there's a shot of the CN Tower. Let's see if we can capture something with that actually. There are some dark clouds coming in, I'll be honest. I wonder if it will give us a bit of a sprinkle. I like the moody look. To be honest with you, I might actually get some of these into black and white. I love black and white so much. But anyway, as I was talking, I was at this intersection right here, and we ran to this Jack Astor's, which is basically like a sports bar. Now, the setting for this is the Raptors, the Toronto basketball team, had reached the finals essentially. And I remember me and my friends, we were running down this street and we crossed the street over there to watch the Raptors win on the screen, and it was such an electric energy. There were so many people packed in this restaurant all cheering. There were people outside cheering. It was such a cool experience, honestly. And when the Raptors eventually won, the entire city got shut down. There were millions of people on the street and they had a parade and everything. It was such a cool experience to see an entire city just back their sport team like that and close it all down. You just never see that anywhere else really, or at least in Australia you wouldn't get that. So it was a very cool experience, and I'm walking down memory lane basically. Like all these streets I have frequented many times, so it's really nice to be back here. I see it. Do you see it? Hang on. That's what I'm talking about. Just randomly in the city, you'll find these random pockets in between buildings where you can see the CN Tower and you can get some really cool shots. Toronto architecture, honestly, is amazing. Like, I'm not into architecture photography a whole lot, but these buildings just do something for me. I don't know what it is. Something inside, it just does something. Anyway, we'll see if we can try and take a photo of it, actually.
Yeah, 100.
Something about Toronto nowadays, now that I have a wide angle lens, I love the buildings. I'm loving the architecture. I'm loving my 16 mil. Oh boy. So right now we are on King Street West. It is one of like the more busier arterial roads that cut east to west through Toronto. There is just so much hustle and bustle to the city. It just never ends. There are so many people here. It's always populated. It's just a nice place. Found this like little secret park here. Let's go explore.
Yes.
So essentially right now we're in the business district, which is so cool. It's so much better than Sydney, to be honest with you. And you'll actually recognize a lot of these places in a lot of popular TV shows. Coming up, actually, I'll show you where they film Suits. It's interesting because obviously a lot of places are based in New York, but it's actually cheaper to film in Toronto. So what you find is a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies that come out is actually filmed here, and it's just made to look like New York. So when I first moved to Toronto, I actually lived here in the business district on Bay Street. Bay Street is coming up right now. And we didn't know any better, so we just ordered an Airbnb in the heart of Toronto. Oh boy, was that a mistake. But it was interesting because our first experience in Toronto were these massive buildings. Like, look at this. I can't really hang out for long to take these photos, which is a bit sad, but that's okay. We're just walking down memory lane. Anyway, this is the BMO building, one of the largest buildings in Toronto, and I, like I said, got an Airbnb right next to it. Now there is a shot with a streetcar coming up, and it looks really sick if you can actually get it. Now there was another shot where I had a tripod, did a long exposure, looked really cool. Don't have time for that though, but we'll try and imitate something else. But yeah, it was crazy to move to Toronto straight away, and the first things you see are these massive buildings. It was honestly, that was the culture shock that I first had. It's just big buildings. It's crazy, right? You never would have thought about it. And also it was like snowy as well. Obviously now it's not. But this covered in snow is so beautiful, but also slightly disgusting because anyone in a snowy city understands that downtown sucks. The goal was to get like, you know, 2 business people in front of the bank. Kinda got it, kinda didn't, so it's alright. So, if you recognize this, this is one of the scenes of the lobby scenes from Suits. They film a lot here and the building over, which we'll go to next. But this is the elevators and the lifts. You'd definitely be able to, I'm a Suits fan, so you get to deal with that. We are making our way to the camera store. So right now I'm walking up Yonge Street. Yonge Street is actually, fun fact, the longest street or road in the world. It goes for like, I don't know, fact check myself, Julio, in editing, but I think 60 kilometers or something. Essentially, this street that I'm on now goes all the way past where I am living currently, which is an hour out of the city. Further down, it's just one long street. This street right here starts from back there all the way down there, and it keeps going past where I'm living right now all the way to the lake. It's an insane street. Like, to comprehend that, it's so hard to comprehend it, to be honest with you. So it's really cool that I'm walking on this street. It's f***ing mental, honestly. But this is where all the major like businesses, and eventually there's Dundas Square, which I think they've renamed. But it's like a Times Square essentially for Toronto. It's really cool. Let's see if we can try and take a few photos. Not sure what to take though. This street is bringing back so many good memories, man. Honestly. Amount of times I've been on this street going up and down, either taking photos, seeing friends, or going out. Oh man. It brings me back. Every single time I come down here, especially to Toronto, it feels like home. It feels familiar, even though it's not, and I feel so out of place, especially with my accent. I think that's also kind of the appeal to it all. Now I'm really enjoying being back here and traveling again. Oh, really got to do this more. That building right there, it's the tallest apartment building in Toronto, or maybe even the no, not North America, but it is one of the tallest apartment buildings in this city. And a little story, I lived there for a little bit. It was so expensive, but it was when I was first like not renting here but just Airbnb. And it was such a cool experience. I'll actually go up to that building because it's actually quite nice to go see. So yeah, it is Toronto's largest and tallest apartment skyscraper, and I got to live there. What's it called again? I think it's called the Ice Towers, or not Aurora Towers. Right here next to me is the Eaton Centre. It is like one of the largest malls that is in North America, or in this city at least. One of the largest I've seen. And it is seriously huge. I think half of it's under construction right now, so there's no point really going in. I mean, it's just the mall, but it's huge. I used to go there so many times to either escape the cold or escape the heat, or go buy stuff, obviously, which is quite nice. Nothing super cool about this square, but it is the Times Square of Toronto, and it's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I remember when I first saw this, I really enjoyed just being in this square. It's so lively, there's so much stuff that happens. The billboards are just insane, they curve and everything. I've never seen anything like that. It's awesome, I love it. Toronto, it's like a mini New York. It's actually a nicer New York because they're all Canadian. I'm actually going to New York next week, so I'll actually be able to compare that. But yeah, this is Dundas.
You want to get a this?
love the city. Oh, I love the city so much. It's just so busy all the time. I don't know why I love that, but I do. I have to admit, there is like certain points where I just like to be out of the city, camping or living somewhere a little bit quieter with more greenery. And I don't know if I'm gonna show my old intro to this video, but essentially I noticed that on the way down here from where I was living, there's so much greenery between where I'm living and also between here and downtown, and I noted that downtown is just a concrete jungle essentially. You got cool cars, you've just got concrete, there's no nature to it all, but it's just got people and life, and a bit of pollution. It's always great. But yeah, this is gorgeous. I used to eat there a lot, so worth taking a photo. Something that you guys aren't getting is the smell. It smells so good. There was so much food, especially in those food trucks as well. Oh, so nice. I actually, you know what? We're gonna eat there after. I think that is probably where I'm gonna have lunch. I used to go there quite a bit actually, so it would be worth revisiting. All right, rookie error, my friends. Rookie error, mate. Bloody forgot to charge all my batteries. I'm on my last battery. I put in the second one and it was immediately on red. Rookie mistake. Anyway, we haven't missed out on too much, but we are at the building that I used to live at. That is the largest apartment building in Toronto. And I stayed, I think, on the 32nd floor. I remember it went up to like 74 levels, and I wanted to go on the rooftop so badly because, I don't know, I make smart life choices sometimes for photos. And I got up all the way to the penthouse, and I was this close to going through the fire door, but I was so afraid that it was gonna set off an alarm or I was gonna get locked out. So I didn't do it. But the penthouse, oh, that floor was beautiful. 70 floors up. Could you imagine the view as well? Awesome. Anyway, this is it. This is where I used to live for like 2 months, so I really miss this block. I miss being around here. We're about to turn the corner of College Park, which is a little parkette that was right outside of our building. And here it is. This was beautiful. In the winter, I'll show you, there's like a bike path right now, or like a running track. And in the winter, they ice it over so you can ice skate on it as well. It was so cool. I used to go there all the time when there was like nothing to do and it was freezing. But I went to the gym over here, and I had my grocery store in the same building as where I lived, so it was super easy to get groceries. And then this was the view. So my apartment was right up here, around there. So my view was this. And it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love this area. So, all right, see here, where it's like all wet, and this path here, that's where they converted into ice. So all of this, right now I'm standing on the ice essentially, and it's a figure eight, no, it's a circle, it's a loop that goes around here. We'll walk through it now, but I do want to take some photos as well. And I think for starters, I want to start here because these two buildings behind me right now are awesome. Don't ask me why. It's so nice to have a wide angle lens as well now. So let's see where else. Oh, it's amazing to be back here. It's so amazing to be back here. I can't believe it. I've seen this park in like all the seasons. It's just summer. It's summer right now. I get excited for like little things, by the way. I reckon, where else can we go? So, ooh, there is a camera store actually right here, but I don't like that camera store. You're not allowed to jaywalk. Canadians are too polite. Oh well. This is like a mini little residential area in the heart of the city. Actually, look at these houses. They're so cool. I love it. I love the architecture here. Like, look at this. It's a house split up in two. I'll take a quick photo of it actually, because it's very symmetrical. Not a great photo. It's very symmetrical, don't you reckon? Oh, there's a squirrel. There is a squirrel. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. I love those things. I love squirrels. They're so cute. Ooh, 3 o'clock. We have 50 minutes to get to the station again. So we're gonna go straight to the camera store now, pick up what I need to pick up, and then make our way back. Maybe grab a quick little feed on the way back, a little cheeky fooderini adventure. But no promises, honestly, because we're running out of time. And I told you at the beginning, we like to get sidetracked. My brain looks at different things in this world. It's like, oh, that looks good on a photo. And then you spend like 10 minutes taking the photo. Then you get back onto your computer and it doesn't even look good. But it's still worth the time to put in it. But not when you're on a tight schedule. So it is what it is. And as I'm talking about this, look at this aesthetic. Green, grass, and red. I was getting a stare when I was trying to figure out what I was gonna say there. And I got awkward because there was a guy just like looking at me smiling. I guess here in Toronto, what I love is that the community of photographers and content creators is actually quite huge. Like, it's not that weird to spot someone vlogging, but it is still new to me, at least. So it's interesting. I'm not used to the stares, but you just gotta own it, man. You just gotta keep it up there and you just gotta keep talking. And honestly, I think the POVs really helped me a lot because they ended up giving me a bit of a confidence of just having this strapped to my chest and still talking to people and interacting. But it's a whole different story when you're holding it up and you're actually talking to the camera as well. What I want to say is that I appreciate the community in Toronto because it's so huge, it's so accepting. You can be whoever you want in this city. You can like what you like and not be judged by it. And it's something that, you know, it's not something that Sydney lacks by any means, but it is something that feels really good when you come to this city and you just see people just enjoying who they are and enjoying the things that they like. Like if it's vlogging, if it's taking photos, if it's skateboarding, rollerblading, if it's anything, there's no judgment to it. Everyone's like, yep, that's cool, that's your thing. You do it as much as you can. And I appreciate that. I like that sentiment, and I think everywhere is starting to adopt that, but I experienced it here first. I guess in Australia, you know, vlogging's still pretty new, so that makes sense. But to come here and have a very open experience is really cool. Anyway, we're nearly there, I think. I actually don't know where I am, to be honest. I did walk up a little bit further than what I should have, but I wanted to show you guys where I used to live in College Park, and how cool was it? Those buildings were so cool. So the reason why I have a bit of a connection with those buildings, actually, I should tell you, is there's one time I woke up for a sunrise and I saw those buildings with the sunrise light and then the park at the bottom. I loved it. All right, we're coming up to the building. So, a little backstory on this camera store. So I used to work there. It was the first place that I worked in Canada, and it was something where I wanted to, because I have a background in recruitment and corporate office sales, and I wanted to explore my passion a little bit and work in a place that would give me knowledge and exposure to people in the industry. And that's where I really fell in love with photography. It's where I bought my first full-frame camera. A lot of my life kind of unlocked once I started living and working at that camera store. It's called Henry's Camera Store. It's quite unique. It's quite iconic because it has been around for a long time as well. I'm very excited. Every single time I'm here, I always come back. You know, the workers are usually different, so I doubt I'll see anyone I recognize. But it's a nice, you know, homage to when I used to work here and live here as well. And so right now it's a much bigger store. Before it was only like 2 stories down the street, but it was quite old. It was the original location. Now they're taking up a full corner block, which is really cool because when I left that store, it wasn't really doing well financially, so I'm actually quite surprised. But the one in Toronto is the main head office store. So it seems like they got some funding, and it seems like I'm going to give them some more as well.
The other issue that the conversation was raised.
Hey, you know, man, I'm joining a long time no see. How's it going? The store's completely changed. It's moved locations.
Very different store, a very different location.
How are you finding it?
Yeah, I like it. It's good. It's nice and open. It's clean. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I miss the space we had at the other place for storage and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It was good to see, man. Is anyone else? I just saw.
Other than Alan, I don't think you'll remember anybody else here.
No.
Oh my God, you're back in town.
It's been a while, yeah. It's been over 4 years. I didn't realize, but I used to work with both of them. It's been ages since I've seen them. The DJI Pocket 3?
Yeah,
Hard to come by.
it's hard to come by, yes.
Is it all around or just, yeah?
They were here, they said, worldwide.
Worldwide? When did it get released? It was recent, wasn't it?
Like last year.
Yeah. Oh my god.
December or something. Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
I don't
Downtown
think anybody has it.
Alright, bad news. It seems like it's out of stock everywhere. I also realized that I accidentally clicked the zoom feature on this camera, so I hope none of that footage is like completely destroyed. Alright, my next best bet is to go to the other camera store, our competitor, see if they have it. I doubt it, to be honest, and if that's the case, I don't know what to do. I might have to like surprise him and just deliver it to his house. Oh man, I wanted to give it to him in person though. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this new store. Hey, I'm looking for the DJI Pocket 3 camera. Do you guys have that?
The Osmo?
Yeah.
Let me check. Scott, it doesn't look good.
No?
So that.
Alex, when you're watching this video, I've now gone to 2 camera stores, and now it's on my way to Best Buy. Problem is that I've got about like 25 minutes to get back to the station. I think I'm gonna miss that train. It's fine, I can catch the next one. And I'll still get home in time to meet up with Alex, you, and watch a movie. But alas, we must continue on. I have to get back to that Dundas square that we were at before, because that's where Best Buy was. I think it's about a 10-15 minute walk from where I am right now. All right, boys and girls, we have switched to the 85mm because I'd like to shake it up a little bit. 85mm for none of you photography nerds. I get a little bit of extra zoom, a little bit of extra reach. You'll see an immediate difference in the photos. And I find with street photography, it works. Like, look at this little squirrel. See, I can get real close to it without having to get real close to it. So I find it's really nice with street photography because you can really single out subjects. And I find that my eye just works in 85mm. It's really weird, but I see more photos like that than any other focal length. So we're gonna rock it. We'll head our way to Best Buy, try and grab this camera before I have to catch this train. I find when I switch to my 85mm that I start to single out people a lot more. Oh, I really hope I can get this camera. So like, contingency, worst case scenario, I order it and I'm gonna have to tell him that I've ordered him something and I have to get him to film his reaction. Fingers crossed we do not need to do that and I get to surprise him today. But, look at this. This is cool. Bit more construction. That's nice. It's nice. Alright, we're gonna head off to Yonge Street again, where the Eden Centre is. You guys are locals now. You know exactly where I'm going. Definitely isn't because I just told you where I was last time, maybe like 5 minutes ago in this video, but actually I don't know how long this video will go for. So thank you, I appreciate for you guys to keep watching, if you are still watching. Consider liking and subscribing. Let me know down in the comments to see if you are enjoying this content. This is something different, obviously. It's a combination of vlogging, POVing, photographying, adventuring, and traveling. If you like it, we'll keep doing it. Go. Nah, too slow. Yep. Wrong shutter speed. Damn. Onwards and upwards. We're coming up to Best Buy now. We're about like 20 seconds away. So very keen to see, and hopefully they've got what I need. Photos have been good. I need to find someone to buy this. Hi, I'm looking for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
We don't have that kind.
Oh, I saw it online that you did have it. No go, my friends. No go. We do not have anything in stock. The only thing in stock is about 9 kilometers away. I'm gonna have to tell Alex to expect something in the mail. Damn, that's so unfortunate. Unfortunately, we can't even get something to eat either. Now, to be honest, I'm not that hungry. Damn, I'm so disappointed. I mean, it's fine. Like, we'll make do. We'll always make do. We'll be able to make this work. But, boah, I wish I could surprise him.
Actually, forget to go ahead and get it. Go to your mom.
Doesn't look like I'll be able to pick it up. I've done research everywhere and it's out of stock everywhere. And the fastest that it can be delivered is next week. Now, I leave to go to New York on Sunday, or next Monday technically, so I wouldn't be able to deliver it and hand it to him in person, which kills me. But I'm gonna liaise with his girlfriend, Erin. You and I are gonna pull a little secret fast one over Alex. I'll get it delivered to his house and I'll get him to film his reaction. I'm very excited to see this. Regardless though, today was really fun. I think we got some good photos. It was a nice adventure. See you guys in the next video. Thank you. We just started with a knife.
Hey, what are you? You're crazy. What? It's like $1,000, dude.
No, it's not. That's a fake news.
Wow, dude. Thank you.
Honestly, I want you to make the best content possible, and that is definitely going to help you with that.
That is
Thank
so
you.
nice.
Thank you so much.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome.
I think the words are nicer than the gift, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly. Like,
Thank
don't
you.
get me. Unbelievable. Wow. Thank you, man.
I wish it
Fuck,
came
no,
in
I think
earlier, right?
My fuck.
Make enough money that you're flying to Australia.
100%. How about this? That's my every video I film on this, I will put it in a fund for an Australia trip.
Hell yeah.
You made me speechless. Thank you.
Mission accomplished.